welcome to the deep dive. Picking orthodontic treatment, it's a pretty big deal, especially I think for teenagers, right? They're sort of figuring things out, and appearance is, well, it's often top of mind. It's definitely not a simple choice, and finding something that works with your life maybe helps your teen feel confident without shouting braces. That's really the goal.
Yeah,
Today we're looking closely at one option that seems to strike a really interesting balance.
that's right. We're diving into ceramic braces. You can think of them as kind of like traditional braces cooler sibling, maybe. They're designed for that sweet spot between working well and looking good. Same basic parts. You've got the brackets, the wires, the little elastic bands, but the crucial difference, the material. Instead of metal, they use this clear or tooth-colored ceramic. So they just, blend in much better with your natural teeth.
Okay, so our mission today is really to figure out if ceramic braces could be the right choice for you, especially if you're after something discreet, something effective, but without that full-on metal look, right? Let's get into it. So when we say discreet, that's not just marketing fluff here, is it? For teens, like we said, how they look can be a really big barrier. How do ceramic braces actually pull off this subtle appearance?
Yeah, it's actually pretty clever stuff involving material science and design. The brackets are made from this high-grade ceramic polycrystalline alumina. It's very dense, doesn't really absorb stuff. And it comes either clear or in shades that match teeth pretty well. So the way it reflects light, it just doesn't stand out against the tooth enamel. It sort of disappears.
Okay.
And unlike some older materials, this dense ceramic is good at resisting stains from food and drinks. Now, one thing to know, the clear little rubber bands, the elastics that hold the wire on, those can sometimes pick up color from things like curry or dark berries.
Oh.
But those get changed at every single adjustment appointment anyway, so it's
Yeah.
really only a temporary thing, easily managed.
Right. That makes sense. So the main bracket stays looking good. That focus on blending in, that seems like a huge plus. But what about the actual job-moving teeth? Are they as effective as the traditional metal ones?
Absolutely. That's a key point. You're not losing effectiveness here. Despite looking more subtle, modern ceramic braces are incredibly capable. They use the exact same orthodontic principles, applying gentle, steady forces to move teeth where they need to go. Honestly, in some complex movements, the control can be really excellent. There were maybe some issues way back with earlier versions, like more friction or being a bit brittle. But today's designs, they've pretty much solved those.
Okay.
You have highly polished slots for the wire, or even self-ligating ones where the bracket holds the wire directly. Less friction, more efficient movement, often more comfortable too.
Self-ligating, meaning no little rubber bands.
Exactly. Some ceramic systems work that way. It makes them very efficient. So yeah, they're a really solid option for a whole range of issues, from just crowded teeth to more complex bite corrections.
That's really good to hear. No compromise on the result. So, okay, let's walk through the experience. What's the journey like with ceramic braces? From the first chat to the final smile?
Sure. It starts, like any orthodontic treatment, with a really thorough consultation. That's where we figure out your goals, check everything's healthy, and map out a personalized plan. It has to be tailored. Once you're ready, the clear brackets get bonded carefully onto the teeth, the wire goes in, and then it's a process of gradual alignment. You'll come in for regular adjustments over the treatment time.
Okay.
At those visits, we fine-tune things, make sure everything's moving correctly. And for comfort day-to-day, the brackets are designed with smooth, rounded edges. That really helps minimize any rubbing against your cheeks or lips.
That's thoughtful. And daily care. Is it tricky?
Pretty straightforward, actually. Just good, consistent brushing and flossing, same as you'd need with any braces. You do need to be a bit careful with really hard or sticky foods just to protect the brackets. And maybe go easy on super strong colored foods if you want those little elastics looking their best between appointments. But basic hygiene is key.
Makes sense. Good habits are always important. Okay, we've hit the look, the effectiveness, the journey. Let's talk practicalities, something everyone thinks about.
Yeah.
The cost. How do ceramic braces stack up, maybe compared to other discrete things like clear aligners? What should you factor in?
Right, the investment. It's definitely a factor. Ceramic braces offer that big aesthetic advantage over metal, right? Much less obvious. And generally speaking, they tend to be a more affordable, discreet option compared to something like clear aligners. That's an important point for many families.
Okay, more affordable than aligners, but maybe a bit more than metal.
That's often the case, yeah, because the materials are more advanced. But for the exact investment for your specific treatment plan, the best thing to do, honestly, is to reach out directly. We always recommend contacting Smilepoint Dental Center via WhatsApp. That way you get a personalized quote based on your actual needs.
Direct contact for real numbers. Got it.
Yeah, and definitely ask about dental insurance too. Lots of plans cover ceramic braces similar to how they cover metal ones, so it's worth checking your policy. At Smilepoint, we really focus on making it a comfortable, modern experience. We're right next to Holland Village and Maple Tree Business City, super convenient. We offer flexible timings, and if you book online, the initial consultation is actually no charge. Plus, we've got over 10 years of experience, use all the latest tech to make sure things are precise and comfy.
Great info. So let's try and wrap this up for you, the listener. The big takeaways for ceramic braces seem to be, you get that discreet look, which is a huge confidence booster, especially for teens. They are really effective for fixing a lot of different teeth issues, no compromise there. And they're designed to be pretty comfortable and durable too, even with those smooth edges.
Exactly. The journey itself is well established. Consult, plan, application, gradual adjustments, and then keeping things clean. The look is fantastic, but the function is absolutely there. Makes them a strong contender for many corrections. And maintenance isn't overly complicated, especially with the stain resistance of the modern materials.
So for you listening, whether you're the teen thinking about this or the parent helping them decide, maybe think beyond just how the braces look during the treatment. Think about that end result, the confident, really beautiful smile they help you achieve. Especially during those years when confidence can be such a big thing, here's something to think about. What for you stands out most when it comes to finding or building confidence during a treatment journey like orthodontics? What's the most important part of that feeling?